Hello, what topic can sustain 365 daily videos without running out of ideas? Well, for a daily YouTube content planning, to be able to create content on a daily basis, it forces us to focus on one topic. And that topic, you need to choose something that you know that you'll be able to do on a daily basis. I think it might depend on what kind of content you publish as well, or you plan to publish. For me, for instance, I have multiple topics that I talk about. So for instance, when we look to our plan, we have content on our content categories. We have finance, we have business, we have production, we have cooking, we have gardening. And yes, I have experience in many areas, and I'm 47 years old. So as you are growing, you'll accumulate, you'll have experience along the way. Therefore, trying to teach somebody that is looking for that information, I try to focus on what I know, and that's what I like to talk about, using my own experience to support that. And I'm trying to grow a channel that can grow with me as well. And I won't be tired of the information that I'm creating. So because you and I, we will go through different stages of life, and I do not want to choose a content that will be in my past. For instance, I have content in the finance session some years ago that were about budgeting, when I was focusing more on paying off debts. Budgeting was what I was creating content on, because I was now investing too much back then. And now that I'm investing in 2024 or 2023, I recorded videos related to that. And now that I'm trading, I'm recording videos on it to share my experience, and what you and I can learn from it as well. So that way, for the content is relevant, I can have example to support my opinion without being stuck in the past. So even though I can record video about budgeting, because I still do budget, I just don't do it often, or I might refer to it if it's linked to what I'm talking about. So I have multiple content that is we create content for, multiple topic that we create content for, because again, our goal is working toward our financial independence, and we are doing different things to reach that goal. Therefore, what we are learning, or what our experiences are, is related to each one of those. That is what I like to share, the learning, the learning side of it. So but to create a content every single day, record a day and publish a day, I'm pushing myself to focus on one topic. And I look at all those things that I talk about, and you can see that even within this, the big category, I narrow it down to I pick a subcategory to focus on, and then the topic that will be related to it. And that is how I create this going into 2025, and going into 2026. The process is not going to change, but for our daily content, I'm going to pick one topic, and that topic is going to be the finance category, and the subcategory is going to be swing trading stock. So pretty much it's going to be swing trading, and it's good to pick that one topic. And I pick that because that's something that I tend to do on a daily basis. Therefore, I will be able to find something to record about it. And into 2025, I did the same thing as well. And I know that I analyze stocks on a daily basis. Therefore, I can just focus on recording chart analysis on a daily basis. And I did that for most 2025. But going into 2026, I try to create the content to cover different aspects of it instead of just focusing on the analysis. So we still do the analysis, but we answer some questions. So, and I start the process as soon as I made that decision toward going to 2026 to create daily content. I start doing it already so that I can see the issues that I will have and how I will solve those. So yes, we are answering specific questions, and then we are doing some chart analysis. So but yeah, so you have to look at the different topic that you like to talk about to see which one will be most likely something you will do on a daily basis, that you'll be able to find ideas to to create content about. If pretty much you have you are creating content related to your experience, something you know about. If it's something that you are doing, I think it might make it easier for you to be able to record video on a daily basis related to it. And then you can pick that topic, but you just want to make sure it is a topic that will have, you can find an angle that you can record a video on a daily basis. And when it comes to this, when it comes to the topic that I pick, I analyze stocks on a daily basis. At least that's the plan in 2025. And to analyze stocks, on a daily basis, that's the way I view it. I thought about it before, that I'm just going to record, I know how many stocks I have, and then I, on the list is like 79 or 78. See how I can divide it for the whole month, and then pick 3 per day to analyze together, creating a video with, if that makes sense. At the same time, it pushes me, if I'm not even going to do chart analysis that day, to at least do some and record a video about it. So that, I don't think that's just the only way, but that is the easiest way for me to look at that, to see what I do every day that I'm going to continue doing, that I can pick to be my daily content topic to talk about. And if I don't do anything, I just know that I'm going to analyze chart that day and record that to see those stocks can be purchased that day, what they are doing, and things like that. So that is the strategy that I use to select one of my content categories to be the topic that I will create a video content for going into 2026. That is one reason. The second reason is swing trading is something that I started in 2024. Therefore, I start recording content for it in sometimes in 2024 and in 2025. So that is a topic that I like to build a library of information around to have available on our website, on our channel, for somebody that is willing to learn how to swing trade. They are looking for different approach. They can see the approach we are using as well. And I noticed that my approach is changing year after year. So it makes sense for me to capture those different strategies that I'm using, so that, because I'm not going to teach how I did it in 2024 if I'm not doing that anymore, I can capture those, because somebody might lack that strategy more than the strategy I'm using this year, and this strategy might be different from the one that I'm going to use next year as well. But capturing those strategies for somebody that might prefer one over the other, I can have those on our channel as well. That is another reason as well. So while I'm learning it and I'm doing it, I like to have my take on it as well, how I'm shaping my experience, the tips, and record that as well to have it available is in the moment, so that is. And since it is a new topic for me, I did an extensive search to analyze the different strategies out there and pick one to practice. As I was doing my research, I listed some questions that I was searching, and I know that it might be something that people that are searching for those type of topic might look for. So that was the way I started in 2025 to try to answer those questions myself with, the way I'm doing it. So going to in 2026, we are going to continue it. So I like to build a library of information, create content for that subcategory that is new to our channel. Therefore, I like to focus there and and build enough information there to be able to have our enough information in the web to be easily reachable. And because we have many categories, I tend to select on to create topics that are searchable, because again, I know people encourage focus on a niche and things like that, and that's fine. And I think it's more personality type. Some people have a high level of focus, and some people are generalists, and I'm a generalist type person, and I have a lot of experience, so I don't want to focus on one thing. And right now I know that our task videos have more views, people find it useful, but that is just one of my experiences. And how we are working with our personal finance to be able to reach our financial independence is another experience of mine as well, and it's worth sharing with somebody that will want that information. Therefore, I don't want to focus on a small niche. I make my topic wide. Why am I doing that? Well, different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach our financial independence is the journey I'm in or on, and that is what our topic is about. And I'm not doing one thing to get there, I'm doing multiple things. I'm gardening, not for the sake of gardening. I don't have a hobby because I take things too seriously to call them a hobby. I grow food to save money, eat healthy. I don't buy organic unless it's on sale. For me, if I want to eat organic, I need to grow it myself. So I grow food to be able to eat healthy, save money, to have more money to allocate to our investment, to save for my retirement. Therefore, my gardening style and things I said about it might be different from somebody that is doing it for hobby, because I like to focus on things that I can plant and be done with. They are low maintenance. So those are type of content that I will create around those areas. So I tend to pick a small portion of the topic to focus on, because again, that is what I'm working on. That is, therefore, I don't cover the whole category, but just a specific side of it. So yes, I'm a generalist, and my channel topics categories are broad, but even within each one of them, I'm focusing on only a side of it. And that is my approach. If I go wide, I focus on what is important in that category for me. That is what I'm focusing on. When somebody might choose gardening and cover all the aspect of it, I might pick just a small portion of it, and so forth. And within finance, it is trading, and more precisely swing trading. So and with this in mind, I know that to be able to have enough information on each one of those topics, I just have to work harder, create more content. And that is why I want to do a daily video content, so that I can create enough information to cover all the aspects of that swing trading, to have a guide, a beginner guide available for it. And at the same time, that will allow me to streamline my process to make it efficient. And to be able to record and publish daily, I have to be efficient. So what I need to strip off of the process to make it, when you shorten your time constraint, or when you put a time constraint to do things, and you know you are going to you want to get it done, that I try to see what are those things that I need now to have, so that I can make it work. For me, it's not about outsourcing those assets, it's about simplify them to be able to reach that goal. And for that reason, I'm focusing on swing trading, because picking one topic will make it easy for me to, to have pretty much the category, the tag, the description. I can have things set for it. It makes it easy to record, to publish every single day. So, and I think it's important to find a topic that you think the angle you will approach it, you will be able to find ideas for every single day, or the way I say, like a daily chart analysis for a stock market that is moving every day, price is changing every day. A day is worth analyzing. Does that make sense? So finding something that you can analyze on it, or you can record about daily, and will allow you to be able to to choose that as a topic for your daily video content without running out of ideas. And you can just keep seeing which more approach you can take, which more content, which more sub content you can approach in your video content related to that topic. So swing trading, but there will be a lot of questions, not just chart analysis. That's what we did in 2025, but going to 2026, we like to answer more questions. So for our topic, it is swing trading. What will be yours? Will you please share that with us in the comment section? And are you planning on recording and publishing on a daily basis going into 2026? Our channel has been around since 2019, but is a young channel, and I like to view as, it's not like if I'm starting it now, I'm feeling like every time I'm starting it now. That's the way I'm viewing it. Like in 2026, it is a year I'm starting again type of things. How am I going to grow that channel in 2026? So it's not about if I'm going to start my channel. I feel like I'm starting it again. How am I going to do it? And that is the approach you can take with it. You don't get discouraged because you are not growing fast enough. Well, if you are multi-passionate type person, or you are a generalist, or you have a lot of content, you don't compare yourself to people that are specialized or focused on one topic only. Some people are generalists, some people are specialists. But when you are generalist, you just have to work harder. We just have to work harder. We need to create a massive content for each one of those categories we have on our watch list, to have enough information there for everyone. And it will make sense to create content a week for each one of those categories, so that our audience can have something that they are interested in, every week. And that is a good approach as well. And that was the approach I tried to use in 2025, but it makes it a little bit challenging to record daily and cover each one of those topics. So if I'm going to do that in 2026, it's going to be a plus. But one topic is what I'm going to be recording on a daily basis. It's going to be about swing trading. And if I have a time to record something else, it's going to be extra, and it's going to be in either one of those categories. And that is the approach I'm taking with it. And I do have some content that I recorded related to the other topics, categories that I will publish or might publish but I'll focus in on this. And there are task videos that I will publish about. We do those in spring and little bit throughout the years, and those will be on the schedule as well. But for our daily content, it's going to be one topic and one topic only, and it's going to be swing trading. And which one is going to be yours? Thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for your time, and thank you very much for your comments. We thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Curious of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasoap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And having your own YouTube channel is one way to share your experience with your younger self, whether it is your work experience, your previous experience, your personal experience. And that is, the approach we are taking with it. For more of our YouTube content strategy, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, liberlabel.com. We have a tote bag that we listed. If you are looking for a bag, a cloth bag, will you please check it out. We sew to sell, and that is one way we make money. Thank you.